are you doing? Oh, I need to put some hair. That might help.
Did you already do a delay? Was there a delay?
Yeah, I put it on already. You just didn't hear it. It says you're live, but it doesn't want to.
Okay, it did pop up for me.
Yeah, I put it on. But it's, I have to do it. If I do it that way, I can't share it. Come on, there it is.
Hi, Christine, Desiree, Crystal. Troy, good morning.
That was weird. It kind of just zoomed in on you.
Hey, Stacy.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country radio stations where we simulcast the show. Also, you can stream us at monstermediayuma.com or you can watch us on Facebook Live right now, courtesy of FTS Automotive. Lots of people already bright and early this morning.
Yes, and we want to say good morning to all of you and encourage you, if you do not follow us on Facebook, you know, it might be a good thing to do. Sometimes we get a little sneak peek on what giveaways we might be having going on, and you know, it's just a way to join the conversation, and we love to see all of your beautiful faces in the morning. And yeah, so even if you're not able to follow us right now on Facebook Live, you could always go back later and find the feed on Jennifer's page, or you can go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Today in Yuma tab, and it will be there for about 24 hours. And of course, YouTube. We have a Monster Media Yuma. Is it Monster Media?
Monster Media.
Monster Media YouTube page.
Now, this is a little late. You would be late for school already if you were just barely learning about this now, but we started sharing information last night. Cibola High School is closed today. Mm-hmm. They had an issue yesterday and need some sewer repairs made, so they've opted to close the school today. They started working on the repairs immediately yesterday afternoon, but I started getting calls probably about a little after 6 o'clock last night from family friends, and they said, we've heard via Twitter that Cibola's closed tomorrow. We have kids or grandkids that go there. Are you sure it's not kids trying to get out of class? Yeah. That seemed to be the most common theme of everything that I saw posted. And Eric Patton with the Yuma Union High School District did confirm for me via email that there was indeed no school today. It will resume tomorrow morning at 7:45. Classes as scheduled again starting tomorrow. And people are a lot more clever these days. They're really tech savvy. They can probably do a pretty good job faking what would appear to be a tweet or a release or something like that. So I could see them, just thinking the kids were trying to get out of school. But they had Monday off as a holiday.
Hey, who wouldn't want a middle of the week day? You know what I mean?
No, those middle of the week holidays are weird.
Yeah, but then you go to, it's literally, you and they had Monday off, so they go to school Tuesday, off Wednesday, and then the last 2 days of the week is like, it's super easy.
All right, this is just for Cibola High School. So, again, they will be back in school starting tomorrow.
I'm sure they're going to have to make up all that work, though.
Oh, they'll have to anyway. And they have so many instructional hours that are required each year. So, I received information this morning, and it's still a little bit early, but a lot of people, this is a big time of year, and they wait for this information to come out. And it's important to families, especially those who might have a couple different kids. The Yuma County Fair is coming up. We talked about that yesterday. And the pre-sale tickets will go on sale February 20th.
Got about a month.
Yes, you have a little over a month. So go ahead and mark your calendars now so you can plan to get on down to the fair office. They will be available there and at some select schools, some participating schools in the Yuma area. And what happens with the pre-sale tickets is it's $15 for a book of 30 ride tickets. Mm-hmm. So that's where, it's a great value, but I've seen some issues over the last couple of years. People get upset because they sell out or they weren't able to get down there during certain hours.
And it's not only do they sell out, people will get greedy and they'll buy way more books than they need and try and sell them for a profit on social media and different outlets. So, they're done for a reason. They want to make it affordable for all the families to be able to enjoy all of the rides and things that go on at the Yuma County Fair. So if you have the opportunity to get some, be
Be honest,
Be honest
and fair.
Exactly. Be honest and fair. Because
fair. It's fair. But we want to make sure everyone has an opportunity
Exactly.
to get in on the great deal there. But that the sales starts February 20th. So if you want to plan for a day off, so you make sure you get down there in plenty of time, go ahead and mark that on your calendar right now. Today is January 17th, and we have a few birthdays on this date.
Yes, we do. We have actually quite a few birthdays. One, Anita would like to give a birthday shout out to her father-in-law, Deacon Larry Maud. He's celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Deacon.
And I have a long list today. I didn't realize how many birthdays we had on this day. A very, very close family friend. We call him Uncle, and he calls us niece and nephew because he's been a part of the family for a very long time, and he's very well known in the community. Gibby Rivera is celebrating a birthday today. Tyler Parsons, Kevin's cousin, and is celebrating a birthday today as well. Edna Orozco. And two of our local monsters, Tim Womack and J Master Picasso Ortiz, is celebrating a birthday today.
Big day musically. Well,
yes, it is.
I have a few on my list. Blanca Bowman is celebrating a birthday, and so is Julie Barrows. She is also on the birthday list today, along with, just because this lady appreciates her privacy,
Yes.
I call her Border Patrol Melissa.
That works.
that is her name, Border Patrol Melissa. She's celebrating a birthday. And today, my grandpa Buck, his name was Kenneth Alvin Nichols, but he went by Buck. Mm-hmm. He would have turned 94 today.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I got to thinking, I'm like, wait, I was sure he was born in 1924, but I had to go back and do a little research.
That picture that I saw on Facebook, is that you?
No.
With him?
No, that's a black and white photo from way back when. He looks like he's probably in his 50s then. No. Do your math a little better. No. I don't know.
I'm just teasing you. I saw the picture this morning.
And I think I posted that a few
picture.
years ago. But he was my dad's dad. So, he's, I'm sure, celebrating and doing things probably in grand style up there.
Is that who your nephew is named after?
Yeah, I think so, because we have a Kenneth on both sides of the family.
There you go.
And my cousin Kenneth passed away. He was about 22 when he died in the mid 80s. So I think there's a little hey, you're named after this and that.
Yeah, you have Kenneth and I have Miguel's and Michael's on both sides. So it was only fitting to put that as Eli's middle name.
Now, as the 17th, we recognize a few different national days today. The first is National Bootlegging Day.
Okay.
There's a little history that does surround that one. It kind of ties in with the second day we have. But January 17th is the birthday of Templeton Rye Whiskey bootlegger Al Capone and the son of another bootlegger, Merrill Kirchhoff. The earliest use of the term bootlegger was during the 1880s in the Midwest, when one could conceal flasks of liquor in their boot tops when going to trade with Native Americans. The term found its permanent place in the American vocabulary when Congress passed the 18th Amendment, prohibiting the manufacture, transportation, and sale of alcohol in 1920. Despite now being illegal, thirsty Americans still had a demand for liquor, and while some distilleries switched their production to something legal, others took to bootlegging. And bootleggers helped fill the demand by smuggling various brews from Canada and Mexico and later distilling their own liquor in the backwoods and secluded areas. We even have those reality shows now about moonshiners.
Yes, and you know what? We watched them.
They're interesting to watch.
They're very interesting, and a lot of them, there's some old timers that had been around for a long time, and they pass, and it really is a tradition that they pass on. And we always thought, this has to be set up. How are these people getting away with it? But no, they really are, illegally transporting booze that they're making in the back, woods of where they live.
Right.
It was interesting. It was definitely interesting.
My history source also tells me that the mafia arose out of the illegal and coordinated activities of bootlegging, and storied names like Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, Alphonse Kirchhoff, and Bugs Moran are surrounded by glamour, danger, and mystery. Ooh. And see, that it kind of ties in. The next day is Hot Buttered Rum Day.
Okay.
Just because we have the whole alcohol thing going on. And it's a mixed drink containing rum, butter, hot water, cider, sweetener, and spices, typically cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. And hot butter rum is especially favored during the fall and winter months, as you would kind of figure with some of the ingredients.
Yeah.
And in the U.S., hot buttered rum's history dates back to colonial days. Mm-hmm. It was in the 1650s, when Jamaica started importing molasses to colonial America, and New England started opening distilleries where the colonists then began adding distilled rum to hot beverages like toddies and nogs. And I'm waiting for someone to recommend a hot toddy for your throat right now.
I know. I was like, I could really use that right now. The bug is finally catching me, and I'm not happy about it.
Well, there's a little bit of history for you today. If it comes up in conversation, hey, do you happen to know when bootlegging started? There's a little bit of info for you.
Exactly.
But and Al Capone didn't go to jail for bootlegging. What did he go to jail for?
Tax evasion.
That's
Al
exactly
Capone.
right.
Evading those taxes. And, it's very important that you pay your taxes, and you can always consult Classic Accounting. One of our fabulous sponsors. Now, we do have a few different giveaways going on. Get your pins out right now so you can write the details down.
Yes.
The first, we are still accepting entries for the Phoenix Suns tickets versus the Knicks on Friday the 26th. That's the game. We will be picking our winner this Friday at noon. Now, it includes 4 tickets. Anita's getting a shot there on her Facebook Live. I promise there's 4 tickets there. Also, a hat and one of their 50th anniversary T-shirts that are included in the prize pack. Tickets are $150. You do have to be at least 18 to win. For complete rules, visit monstermediayuma.com. To enter, just text the keyword SUNS, S-U-N-S, to 928-343-0993. That's also the same number to get in on the contest for the tickets to Cocopah Casino for Friday the 27th. I'm sorry, Saturday the 27th. My days are getting all messed up. It's for the Troubadour Experience Band. That's a George Strait tribute, and they always do a really good show out there. These tickets are valued at $40, and you do have to be 21 for these because it's at the casino. For that, text the keyword WIN, W-I-N, to that same number. Your monster message line, which you should program in your phone, 928-343-0993.
And we had a call yesterday. Somebody was, when we say, you can text as many times as you'd like, the lady was inquiring, well, what does that mean? You literally can text as many times as you want. And she said, is there usually a cost associated with that? And I said, it depends on your plan.
Your service provider and your plan.
Exactly. So it's going to cost you a text message. Some people have, most people now have unlimited text. So if that's the case, then no, it won't cost you, but it just depends on your plan. And she's like, and so, what, you can text as many times, like hundreds of times? I said, yes, I have people that text hundreds of times that really want to win.
Yes, we do.
So give it a chance. I was in there yesterday, and as I'm trying to look through the different names and contact people, it just keeps coming in. Give it a second to get the bounce back. Otherwise, it's going to, all of a sudden, when you finally do decide you want to stop texting, you're going to keep getting texts for a while when the bounce back finally catches up. Yeah, exactly.
And the way that our program works is it comes via a computer, and we need the keyword because it helps us sort. We can sort by that keyword. We select all those entries, even if you enter 872 times, and then we utilize a program where we randomize everything and we pick a winner at random.
Exactly.
That's how it works. So again, enter as often as you like, but please do so responsibly. Texting, even using the phone while driving, is distracted driving, which is pretty much, it's against the law.
It is.
But here in the city limits, there's an ordinance, and it has to be hands-free in the city. Yes. All right, coming up on the show today, it's Wisdom Wednesday with Sarah Wisdom from the Yuma County Library District, and she has a few different things we are going to be talking about. Plus, Louie Galaviz from the city of San Luis will be here, and then rounding things out in the hour, WTF Anita will be on talking about this week's feature and announcing today's winner.
That's awesome. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Billy Morgan. He says, good morning, ladies. He's with the Yuma County Water Users, so we want to say good morning to all of you guys out there doing that job for us for the Yuma County Water Users.
Now, yesterday, you and I talked about the incidents involving farm machinery and encouraging people stay out of those fields. There was another accident in the Somerton area last night. This was around 5 p.m. and personnel responded to Avenue F and County 14th Street for a collision involving a minivan and an agricultural tractor. And according to police officials, the minivan struck the tractor from behind at the intersection when the tractor turned left on Avenue F, and the tractor was hauling a disc harrow. So the driver and only occupant of the van complained of back and shoulder pain. She was transported for further evaluation. The driver of the tractor was not injured and refused medical attention at the scene. Again, we want to encourage you. There is a lot of additional traffic, especially that time of day. And I see different things this morning. So much traffic when I came in on both Avenue B and County 14th. That's just the area that I'm in. I know that they're all over the place because our farmland spreads far and wide.
It does.
Here in Yuma County, and we're encouraging go a little bit slower. I came up upon a school bus again this morning. Must be that same route that
you're taking.
Yes, that I'm hitting. So I need to either leave just a few minutes earlier. They had already stopped, but the lights were flashing as they were coming out. So I was slowing down to prepare to stop because I didn't know where they were at in the whole process. This car's right on my tail behind me, not even 2 car lengths behind.
And the scary thing is, that car behind you is probably trying to pass you, and there's a bus or a tractor, excuse me, that might be in front of you. And when I saw this, it was the exact same type of machinery that I was speaking of yesterday. And not only is it, it may have damaged the tractor. Not only did it wreck the vehicle, but it was in the field. So that's thousands of dollars because it was pretty far into the field. Thousands of dollars that you're costing our farmers and things like that. So it's not worth it. It really is not worth it.
No, pay attention to what you're doing. And there was I'm still waiting for details this morning. I contacted the Yuma County Sheriff's Office, and they had not received calls about it, so it may have been another jurisdiction. But I passed multiple fire trucks and first responder police vehicles that were headed south down Avenue B towards the Somerton area. So, again, there's just a lot of activity that time of morning, and then again between 4 and 6 p.m. in the afternoon when you have your kind of rush hour in the afternoon for Yuma anyway.
Exactly.
Just please be careful because we love all of you and we'd like to have you stick around a little bit longer.
Yes, definitely.
All right, good morning, Amber. She is watching us on Facebook Live. Don't forget, head on over to my page or the station page and you can see what's going on. We'll be back with Sarah Wisdom from the library after this break. The show is brought to you, like we said, by Classic Accounting. Make your appointment to get your 2017 taxes done at Classic Accounting at their Yuma or Foothills location. Call 343-1040 to schedule your appointment today.
And Sprague Sports is Yuma's hunting and shooting headquarters. They're family owned and operated since 1956. And right now, the January gun clearance sale is going on. Sprague's has the best selection of used firearms to choose from, and they all come with a lifetime warranty. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration, they are also family owned and operated by the Gilmore family. Wonderful people here in the Yuma community.
Sure.
They've been heating and cooling the Yuma area since 1955. For more details about their specials and their services, you can go to getcoolquick.com.
And our friends over at Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services offers wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and Jennifer's favorite,
Pigeons.
pigeon extraction. You can find them at 928-343-9149. Go to their Facebook page. They have some awesome giveaways going on right now, and also like them on Instagram.
We'll be back with Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country and MonsterMediaYuma.com after this.
And that's not Fred. That's the other rooster.
Fred Jr.
Fred Jr.
Fred Jr.
Busy today. Hello. How are you guys doing? We will be here with you in just a little bit. Where did Brandon go?
Brandon's here?
That
No, it was Louie.
It was Louie.
You said Brandon, and I said Louie, but you were already.
Oh, I'd already turned my head?
Yes.
I saw the whispers. Brandon's our whispered IT department.
Sure.
They have these really, really good. They're cough drops. They just taste like cough drops. They taste
Sounds
like
good.
candy.
I'll try anything.
Take a couple.
Anita gave me some cold ease ones.
Okay.
They work well.
Okay, I'll reach.
Oh, okay. That seems really
Okay.
good.
Okay, I'm
not sure how effective
No,
they are, but they taste
And
really
I
good.
think Brandon and I talked about we can actually get them all in one unit.
Maybe if I can get it in my mouth.
But we need 2 sound cards. So,
Or
but I will research and see what we can do.
Because when you're here tomorrow, if you get a notification with the AM, just move the mouse and click connect. It might say that. That seems to be that one that's being a little persistent.
It's being temperamental. It's being hormonal. It's a girl. What can I say?
Boys are hormonal too.
Yes, they are.
Hormonal too.
Ooh, those are good.
I gave her some yucky ones.
Oh, that's what she said. She said they worked really well, but they were yucky. So I don't know how
gum
effective
is
these
so
are, but they taste
fresh. I was like, I had to.
I'm like, I could see it. I couldn't hear it because you kind of put it up.
Yeah.
But I could hear it.
But I needed it because it started with a tickle, and it was just a tickle, and that was like that for like a couple of days, and then yesterday, towards the end of the day, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't like. I know my body's trying to fight it because I've been taking as much vitamin C as possible. We were eating oranges. When I got home yesterday, I had another grapefruit, like trying to do what I can so my body can fight it. But I think my body is just like, I'm tired of fighting.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, don't give in.
And go on.
And my body isn't like achy, but like today, I think because I've been, my throat's sore, and I'm like, it's just my throat, and I'll be fine for a while. But once like the day goes on, I know I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm dragging.
You get fatigued.
Because
Yeah.
my body's just trying to. I told Kevin, I go, it's fighting. I know it's fighting, and I'd rather fight than become like a full-on cold. So I'm like, I'm trying my best.
No. Hang in there.
And I felt like I had a fever yesterday, and I checked my temperature, and it was only like 98.7. So
Oh.
I'm like, okay,
So not really a fever.
not really a fever.
The weather's
you know?
just weird.
It is.
Yeah, that is true. Because in my car, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating. And like I said, I didn't want to turn the air on because if I am sick, I didn't want the cold air. And so it's like, you can't win right now.
Oh, no.
And it's hard because it's cool in the mornings, warm in the afternoons, then cool again in the evening, and that's a lot of acclimation for the body.
Yeah.
So
My son was fighting with me this morning. Can I wear shorts to school? I said,
no.
no. Because open that door. It's cold. Because he's got his soccer jersey. Or
Jace
whatever.
would, he wear a hoodie and shorts.
yeah.
Because his knees would get hot. That's what he claimed.
That's what he says. My legs get so hot.
And it's funny because Jacob won't wear shorts. He will only
Even
wear
in the
pants.
summer?
Even in the summer.
Oh.
Even in the summer. I'm like, you are a weird child.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Sarah for Wisdom Wednesday.
Yay!
Sarah's here from the Yuma County Library District, and she joins us every Wednesday because they have so many things that are happening and that change all the time.
That's right. That's right. Constantly.
So it is content worthy. All right, what is happening this week, Sarah?
Well, for people who tuned in last week, we talked a little bit about our winter reading program that was kicking off. It actually started this Tuesday when we all got back from Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I just wanted to reiterate that the winter reading program for adults is going on. It's pretty simple to be involved. You have lots of opportunities to fill out different things on your log for chances to win. One of the grand prizes is a edible arrangements fruit bouquet. So lots of good things going on. And part of this year, we talked a little bit last week about the theme this year is Feed Your Brain, Read. So it's a food theme, which I think everybody can get into. And what we're doing this year is we're hosting events called book tastings. Now, what that means is you're going to bring a book that you really, really love, and you're going to talk it up. You're going to give it, why you loved it, a little synopsis of what it's about. So that gives other people at the program an opportunity to sample your book, to hear a little bit about it. Those are coming up next week, Friday at the Welton Library at 10 a.m. and then Saturday at 3 p.m. at the main library. That's January 26th and 27th. But I wanted to bring it up today so people could start thinking about maybe what book they would like to bring and talk about. And our librarian who's in charge of the program, Becky Brendel, will kick things off and talk about a few of her favorite books just to help you get started and kind of, hear a flow for what your book sampling should sound like. So again, visit any Yuma County Library or visit us online at yumalibrary.org to find out more about the winter reading program. You can stop by any library to get your reading log and start thinking about maybe a book that you'd like to talk up at our book tastings coming up next week.
And I like that idea because with me, I'm picky and I'm the type of person that once I sit down for more than 10 minutes, I will fall asleep. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way I am. I cannot help it. And when I read books, it has to be something that I'm really, really, really interested in, or I won't read it.
Sure.
So I'm glad that, you have these book tastings going on because it might be a way for, hey, you know what, that sounds like something I'd actually be interested in, because I don't have a particular, I'll read anything as long as I'm interested in it. There's no, I enjoy the Harry Potter books. Last time we were at the library, I picked up a Coco book because the movie's not out yet, so I thought I would read the book. Things like that, but it's nice to have somebody give their rendition on why they liked it, and actually hear it from somebody else.
It's engaging too.
It is.
It is.
And Teresa's exactly right, because if you sit down and it's something that's, think back to school textbooks. How many times would you reread something?
Right.
You haven't absorbed it because it's not engaging
Exactly.
on that level. So for pleasure reading, it should definitely be something that intrigues you and creates a story and takes you on a journey. Otherwise, I've been 20 pages into something before and said, it's not for me.
That's 20 pages. I could have read a book that I actually
Something
enjoyed
good.
and wasted my time.
That's right. Well, hopefully this will help give sort of widen people's horizons of a book that maybe they wouldn't have necessarily picked up on their own, but you hear somebody else talk about it so enthusiastically and give their version of what the book is about. You're right. It's a lot more engaging sometimes than just reading the inside of the book jacket.
Exactly.
So yeah, even if you might be too shy to talk up a book, you might want to just come anyway and be part of the audience and hear more about books that people are enjoying.
All right. Frank talks, and who's Frank?
Yes. Frank, I think, is related to Ted, as in TED Talks.
Okay. They're cousins.
Yes. This is a program that the Arizona Humanities Council puts on. And what they do is they have a roster of speakers and topics, and they make those available to libraries throughout the state. And we have a guest speaker coming this Saturday, Jamie Bowen, who is from the Arizona State University Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, to talk about this phenomenon of fake news. And as the press release says, this isn't necessarily a new term, but it has definitely risen in use and prominence over the last year or so. So Jamie's going to be at the main library at 10 o'clock to talk about how we identify fake news, what constitutes fake news, and fake news versus free speech and how it's affecting journalism. So it should be a fascinating talk. And the other purpose of Frank Talks is to sort of give people a safe space to talk about topics that could be a little inflammatory or could be a little controversial. So this is designed to give you an opportunity to ask a question or put a statement out there and have a calm discussion about some of these topics.
I think
out there.
really interesting because we live in such a different culture right now. You're right. And some people like to just spread misinformation because it makes them feel good to maybe be deceitful in a certain way, or to see how many people they think they can sway. It's about likes and shares and follows and the whole social trend anymore.
And then you get the people that don't know that they're sharing the fake news, and
Also true.
And we see it a lot on social media. And the first thing I do is go to the source of what they're citing or what they're posting, linking it in their comment. And the first thing I do is go to contact or about, because on there usually you can tell on the bottom they say it's a satire site or whatever the case may be, because you don't know. There's so much stuff out there, and really anybody can put anything out there.
They can, but this happens at least twice a year. We receive notification or get tagged that such and such big A-list celebrities moving to Yuma. Oh, that's awesome! Really? Oh, that's strange though. I mean, Yuma's a wonderful community, but that's an interesting choice. I want to know why. But I get all these people saying, "Oh my gosh, Tom Hanks is moving to Yuma."
Right.
By the way, that is definitely not true.
Right.
But a lot of Teresa's right. If you go to these places, there's like the World Daily News or different things like that, but they'll specify, the Onion itself. It'll say on their satire, and people don't even take that extra little step to figure out and verify the source.
Exactly. And then you've got people or actual other news sources that are grabbing that story and repeating it, and so then we're spreading misinformation and fake news.
That's like the Cibola closure. I had parents posting that they thought their kids were trying to trick them.
Right.
And they can screenshot something, but was it really legitimately tweeted by the high school district or the school? And so they were reaching out. So I went directly to the source to figure it out and make sure that wasn't the case.
That indeed was not fake news.
Right. Right. In this instance, this was not fake news.
Yeah, in this instance.
Yes.
For those who may not have had the idea, maybe they now have it. I don't know. They're probably still asleep. They're high schoolers.
Right. But yeah, you're right. And that's really what we all need to do, is take that extra step. And one of the things that makes fake news so so popular is it panders to expectations and emotions, and the whole point is to drive you to action one way or another, and that's what makes you share it and spread it. And so absolutely something like that we need to
Vet it
let's
out.
Let's talk about this a little
talk
bit.
about this, let's check on this, and so it should be a terrific discussion and a very earnest discussion about what is fake news, how can we protect ourselves, what are things to look for, and how it's affecting journalism and people that are still trying to put legitimate, nonpartisan stories out there.
There are people like that?
There are indeed.
Frank Talks will be held this Saturday the 20th at 10 a.m. Again, that's at the main library in the conference room.
Yes, that's
All right. No charge to attend any of these programs.
That's correct.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else happening you want to drop out there?
Yes, I would like to mention very quickly, we have a satisfaction survey going on right now. It also launched this Tuesday. It's available at all our libraries and on our website, yumalibrary.org. It shouldn't take you more than a couple minutes to fill out. It's just a basic rate our services, tell us what you like about the library, tell us how we can improve. And if you'd like to, you can also, once you fill out a survey, you can enter in to win one of three $25 prepaid credit cards. So there's a little opportunity for a prize as well, just for rating our services and letting us know how we're doing.
And it's very quick. I just have one question left because I have to write something. It's not a multiple choice option. It's really easy to fill out. All right, Sarah Wisdom with the Yuma County Library District. Today is Wisdom Wednesday on Today in Yuma. You can go to yumalibrary.org and find out all the same information she shared today and more if you have any questions about their services in our community. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie with the rooster out in the courtyard. He's busy this morning.
He is busy this morning.
We're going to take a break here on Today in Yuma. We'll be back after this. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have 30 years of experience and knowledge to benefit you with 2 locations to serve you in Yuma and out in the foothills. Call to schedule your appointment today at 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is home of Yuma's only indoor shooting range. You can try out that gun in a controlled environment before you buy it, because they're your hunting and shooting headquarters. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's or Spragues.com.
And stop by Quick Refrigeration on Fridays for Free Filter Friday. Just take in your old air filter and they will give you a free standard 1-inch air filter at 190 West 10th Street. And the Yuma Home and Garden Show is this weekend. They will also be out there.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services are locally owned and have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. It's still not too late to take advantage of that $125 termite protection for the year. Some restrictions do apply. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or give them a call at 928-343-9149.
We'll be back with Today in Yuma after the break on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed.
That came up in the
I was
middle.
going to say, it's working its way.
Holding on to it.
But the throat lotions did help.
Oh, good. Very good.
It's yummy.
Dr. Sarah.
Like I said, Anita gave me some really good ones. They're the coldies
Coldies.
ones. They work great.
I have
They
heard of
taste
hot-
horrible.
They do taste horrible.
But they say that coldies is supposed to help shorten the length,
of your cold.
So I'm like, oh, I'll power through it. All right, here we go. I didn't put them in it. No. Smile.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We shall see you next week.
All right. Have a good one.
You also.
You too.
Hello. Ready?
It's cool out here. It's warm in
Very
there.
warm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your vest.
Is it
It's
my
gotta
vest?
be your vest. It's not that bad. No.
Good morning.
No, we are.
Good morning.
All righty. We're going to talk.
And then take it
You
into
got the
We have the
Mascota
Mascota Mania, the public meeting open house.
I think that's it.
Those two? Okay.
Then we have a press conference coming up Saturday, and so I wanted to announce that we're going to have a Fernando Venezuela, Dodger, great. He's going to be the press conference because his team's coming. So
The baseball player? Played for Dodgers, didn't he?
Dodgers,
Okay. Pitcher?
huh?
Pitcher?
Yeah.
See, I remember these things.
But sometimes I say sometimes I say his name and everybody looks at me like
I'm like,
that was in the 80s.
the Fernando Valenzuela?
Yeah.
The Dodgers and the Braves, arch enemies on the field. Because my aunt was a Dodger fan, but I was a Braves fan. That's why I remember these things.
My dad's a diehard Dodgers fan, so I had to watch the games. And Dania here, she's
Yeah, I'm a Dodgers fan.
she's a Dodger. So.
We have about 45 seconds.
Oh, yeah. I have
Alrighty.
to take a nap. I don't know, this week's been weird with this. We had Monday off, so we had a 4-day weekend.
It's
So.
always weird when you have like the Monday.
Yeah,
And if you went to Cibola, you'd have another day off today.
There's sewer line
issue,
Oh,
so
my
it's closed
God.
today.
I heard you say something about Cibola, but
No, it's not fake news.
I heard something like you said, yeah, the parents were like, no, you're going to school.
They thought the kids were trying to pull a fast one on him.
And I did notice some people were, this morning when I went to drop off my son in that
Are they
area,
still there? Like,
there was a couple of people and the security guard was talking.
I don't care what the
Does
district
everybody
says.
like
You're going to school.
Go back home.
I mean, they had to have done
Yeah,
some
I'm
kind
dropping
of
you off here.
call.
They did. They
Yeah.
did
The
robocall.
mask, yeah.
So
And
Yeah.
some
somebody
got
didn't get that
emails
call.
too.
Or
I-
text.
I'd be like, I don't know. Leave him here with the janitor.
Okay.
He'll help him out.
My husband's work phone, he gets calls about someone whose child was not in school all the time. They have the wrong
Or-
number. And someone keeps trying to deliver furniture.
You know what? That happened to me too. I would get the call and I tell my kids, well, did you guys go to school? Who didn't go to school? No, we went to school.
I always get this lady from the resort rewards department telling me that I want a cruise.
Yeah, those are always interesting.
Oh, it's your captain calling. Remember that one we used to get here? All the time.
Captain.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are live here on Z93, Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com, and Facebook Live. And our next guest in the studio from the city of San Luis, we have Louie and Dania here with us today. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Now, you guys have a bunch of things coming up, and we want to take this opportunity to share them with the community because, well, one of them is a public meeting open house. And then we have the Mascota Mania coming up, and then you have a press conference that's this Saturday that you wanted to share. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do have things coming up, and they're not just for the San Luis community, but also for the region. So I think Dania has some info on the
I do, yes.
public meeting.
So I'm here today to invite everyone to attend several public meetings that the City of San Luis will be having. And the City of San Luis is working with EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, in conducting an impact study for the San Luis downtown area. And the reason for this study is because one of the items on the proposed president's budget includes funding the expansion for the San Luis One Port of Entry. So that would be a $234 million upgrade that would expand the vehicle lanes from 8 to 16.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Doubling it, huh?
Doubling.
Well, and it's a necessity in your guys' area. If anybody
Very
has
much
visited
needed.
San Luis, Mexico, and came back, that line can be so long. And especially in, with our community being so close, we have people that come for work and things like that. And it's got to be,
Especially this time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
During the agriculture months, I think the wait times double.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that would really help expanding, so it would double from 8 to 16 lanes.
wow.
So if funded, this study will tell us what impact the project will have in our community and in the entire region, especially in the San Luis downtown area, in terms of connectivity, between the port of entry and the community, parking, traffic, bicycles, pedestrians, economic development, shops, stores in the San Luis downtown area. So the first meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 30th at 6 to 8:30 p.m. and the second meeting will be held on February 1st, also at 6 p.m. and both meetings are going to be held at the San Luis City Hall. So we want to invite the entire region to attend, and give us their input. They can learn more about the project and just provide feedback or input that would assist in this study.
All right, if people have any questions, Dania, who can they reach out to?
They can reach out to Jenny Torres at 928-341-8584 or also by email at jtorres@cityofsanluis.org.
All right, that introductory meeting again Tuesday the 30th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. and then the final presentation meeting Thursday, February 1st, that is 6 to 8 p.m.
Yes.
All right, if it's of interest to you, it is something that will have a huge impact on the entire region. I recommend anyone that is able to go, definitely do so.
Yeah, people that are interested in, getting familiar with the border, businesses, people that are crossing the border on daily or weekly basis. It affects everyone. So I think we want to get everyone involved and provide comments and input from those stakeholders in our region. So.
All right. Now, Louie, you want to talk about a party for pets.
Yes, our Mascota Mania. It's coming up again February 24th. We'll be having it at our Jorduño Park. It's a free event. We work in collaboration with the Humane Society of Yuma. They're going to have their vaccination clinic there that day also. And the event's from 9 in the morning to 1 p.m. Like I said, again, it's a free event. We're going to have costume contest, trick contests, a variety of other contests. And then we have our annual Doggy Dash. So any small Chihuahua-sized kind of dogs can compete. It's only $1, and they win a year's supply of food for the winner. So we have and then for other contests we have trophies and medals and plaques giveaways. It's a fun day. We want to invite everybody to bring out their pet and come out and enjoy. Like I mentioned, we'll have the animal control from the San Luis PD there, giving out information about the new rules and regulations, about also reminding you how to, if you have any questions about your pet or your home, or if you have any comments and concerns, you can ask them that day. The Humane Society is going to be doing some low-cost vaccinations and microchipping, so a variety of things. So it's a great opportunity. It's that time of year again for rabies or parvo or all those other things. Great time to come out. They'll be there at the park. And so we just want to invite all the community to be out there. And we're also having our Snapchat. We have San Luis Mascota Mania. That day you can take pictures of your pet. And we'll post them up on our webpage, on our Facebook.
You'll have the different filters.
Yeah, we'll have the different filters for it. So our IT department's taking care of that.
That's their thing.
But it's a fun event, and we hope that we had hundreds of people show up last year, so we're inviting it. And it's really open, not just for the San Luis residents, but everyone in our community to come out, showcase their pets, and like I said, we also have a unique breed, and we're trying to find the best bark in Yuma. So
this is something you guys have been. This is your second year.
This is our second annual Mascota Mania.
Okay.
So and it's really building awareness about pet and the policies and rules and regulations we have in the city of San Luis, but also, like I said, bring out your pets and
make it
enjoy
fun.
make a fun day out of it. We'll have treats. We have different vendors. It's just a great time for everyone. It's a free event.
Now, the only issue that I have, yes, the logo has a cat in there, but all the stock images you've used, there are no cats included. My cat catches treats. She does tricks.
And the trick contest, it's for pets. So we've had.
It doesn't have to be dogs.
It doesn't have to be dogs. We did for the different contests. If the costume contest, we've had rabbits, we've had gerbils, we've had turtles. It's for pets.
Goes.
Anything goes.
A snake in a tutu.
Yeah.
There you go. You've been challenged.
I think you said that last year. I don't think we got it. So.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was a snake in a tutu. I think I wanted to see something else.
Yeah.
In a tutu.
But that's what I want to see this year, snake in a tutu.
Well, I think you should get out there with Erodimus in her stroller.
Take her in her stroller.
and go
but
catch some treats.
you know what? It's February 24th, so I have time to find the right outfit for her.
Oh, yeah.
But she might freak out at the crowds a little bit. That's why dogs are probably a little bit better at something like this. Dogs are other animals that are used to interacting with individuals.
Yeah, and then so we're always trying to add things. We have a petting zoo that day for the kids also. And then we're working right now, and hopefully we'll be able to have, we're working with a group of it's a show where they it's rescue dogs. Well, dogs have been rescued, and they do a little daredevil type presentation show. So we're working on that. So it'll be entertaining for the families, and maybe a challenge. Maybe their pets. So tricks are always interesting, and so is the doggy dash.
I bet. Well, Edith Benavides says, "Good morning, Louie. Morning, Jennifer and Teresa."
Good morning.
And that's
Edith.
how when I first met Louie, he and Edith were together at the Boys and Girls Club years ago. So that's how I always kind of put the two of you together. It's because I've known you both so long. All right, now there is a press conference on Saturday, and this might be of special note for sports enthusiasts.
Yes. So throughout this last year, we've been doing different leagues and games, working with the Mexican pro leagues. So this year, on Saturday, we have a press conference. We'll be announcing a game coming up, and I don't want to give too much info, but what I can say is we have a special guest. They'll be at La Bodega, the press conference at noon on Saturday. And it'll be Dodger great Fernando Valenzuela will be coming for the press conference. His team that will be coming, so he'll be there and really trying to just give you more information about the game and what we're trying to do in San Luis, Arizona, to promote baseball and also with our field renovation project. So we hope to invite the press to come out, and any Dodger fans are out there. Maybe they can get a peek.
And again, give us the date and time again.
So it's going to be January 20th, and it's at noontime at La Bodega, which is at the Rydell Plaza between Alpha Juan Sanchez Boulevard, between 8th and 10th Street.
Sounds good.
All right, we do have a lot of Dodger fans in this community.
Yes, we do.
Poor things.
Go Diamondbacks. All right, our guests today, Dania and Louie with the City of San Luis. Thank you so much. Again, if you have any questions about the upcoming community event or Mascota Mania, you guys have a pretty active social media presence.
We try to, yes. We try to get everybody updated, so they can go on our Facebook, or they can contact the office at 928-341-8535 for more information.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in. It's time for our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie. I should have had you bring a snake in a tutu.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Next
you
time.
would have got nowhere near
Yeah.
that. You would have nowhere near that.
I act all tough. All right. This is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. We'll be back after the break.
Break.
Yeah, she acts all tough, and we put a snake in front of her, and she freaks out.
I'm going to have to bring a snake next time.
Well, the snake we got to meet at the library last year was also named Teresa.
Oh.
She was
It was.
Was it one of those
It was
huge?
a big one.
Yeah.
And
I've seen that.
and it was funny because the
Articulated.
handler, when we went to take the picture, he was like, handing Jen the head, like,
I'm like,
"Oh."
no.
She's like, no.
Nope.
They're like, no, thank you.
I can handle touching the tail on the way out real fast.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she
That's right.
Right here. Regular orange today. Face that way. We get the weird shot.
I need to bring. I have one that has the extender on
We're
it.
facing the wall now.
It's so much easier. Smile.
All right. Thank you guys very much. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you
Have a good
again.
day. Take care. All right. Behave yourself.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
You have your form, your winter form?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Changing of the camera shot.
Hi, Lisa. She said hello a while
Good
ago.
morning, Lisa.
Hi, Foodylicious.
Hi.
I should break out the Lysol.
I know.
Terry's.
I know.
Believe me, I will spray
Really?
it because I don't want my germs to be spreading.
They've already lingered, I believe.
But I don't have a.
You don't have a fever, but the germs are still present.
And we can't just spray your office and shut the door like a bomb like some people did.
I put a bomb off in her room.
They're like,
I did. And then I was like, crap, I have to touch the door handle. How do I shut the door without touching the door handle?
Use your elbow.
I did. I kind of like grabbed it and pulled it shut.
That's like when they were wiping down the doors before next door, and they used, what was it? Some kind of
It was oil. I don't know. It was
like
some
Murphy's
pledge
oil
or something.
It was so fragrant. We're like, we could taste it.
I was starting to cough, and I
was-
checked down the hall to make
It
sure nothing was
my,
going
my
wrong.
middle door between my office and Janice's office, the second one. I think they spent some time on that, and I'm like,
I could taste pledge.
Lisa said, go, gross, go home, Terry.
I will once I finish what I gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though,
You're much more congested today.
and I don't feel like I can breathe through my nose. It's more my throat. I don't know what. Like I said, my body's fighting it. I wake up and the first thing I do is take 2 emergencies.
You could also have postnasal drip.
Yes, that's
That,
what I.
that creates the inflammation in the back of the throat, too.
That I would not.
I'm not a doctor, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express once.
Me too. And had a continental breakfast. That made me a specialist.
Yeah, you can do surgery.
How much and what does that show? How much ER did you watch?
Oh,
Watched a lot.
everything
Oh.
that ever happened. There's a new one coming out, The Resident.
Yeah.
It looks good because it's got my dude that was in The Good Wife and Gilmore Girls. Matt, he's got his last name like Czurchry. I don't know how to say it.
I don't know.
I mean, I earned my residency over, 11 years from watching ER?
Was he in Heroes too? The same guy?
I don't know.
I think he was.
I watched Chicago Med.
Sorry, I'm not at my Google. I can't check for you guys.
not that much.
See, I can't find the first season of Chicago Med on Hulu, and I don't want to start. You said I can still start anywhere, but I want to go to the beginning.
But you get to know the.
I need all the
doctors.
backstory.
It's not on Netflix.
Mm-mm.
That's weird. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Teresa.
And I'm Anita.
I feel like we need like a catchphrase, like "Yeah, me."
I know
for Janice.
she's our WTF gal.
Yeah, and Dennis is, what?
I think we've trained everybody fairly well to know that Anita does not mean
WTF.
exactly. She
It's
means
not what you
WTF.
WTF.
It's all about the way you present it.
Well, what the Frank is happening?
Well.
Because they're having Frank talks at the library.
Right.
So punny. So punny, you.
Been working on that one for a while.
I haven't. Really, Jennifer?
No.
Really? Since Sarah's been here today?
I'd like to think I could do better than that.
Oh, you guys can. You and Janice go off on your puns.
And I just sit in the car going, dang, that was really good.
All right, what we got today, Anita?
So today I saw a quote yesterday that kind of resonated, and I thought I would share it because it's along the lines of things we've talked about before, but I think it's a little more relevant to people today. And the quote was, "Life doesn't have a remote. Get up and change it yourself."
Good.
And I was like, wow, that's awesome, because we can all relate to that concept of having a remote and being able to do things from sitting on our
Behinds.
Posteriors. But life isn't about sitting on your posterior and allowing, I know that I fall prey to this, and I've shared that before, where I can binge watch with the best of them on like a Netflix series and spend a whole weekend just watching something because it's engaged me, and then I've lost all that time, that time to engage with people, which to me is where the true value lies. When we pass in our lives, we're not going to take our homes, we're not going to take our vehicles, we're not going to take the money we earned, we're not going to take the 52-inch TV. We're going to take our memories. I truly believe that's all that's going to come with us, and if our memories consist of menial things, what will you be able to hold on to? Is that binge watching? I don't know, what have I been binge watching? I don't know. I can't think of any of the names of the shows I've watched, but is that binge watching going to be what I'm going to hold on to when this life ends? And it's not.
It's the important memories.
Exactly. It's the New Year's Eve where my mom finally had her first New Year's celebration, and watching her play our Minute to Win It games and lose her balloon and laugh so hard she has tears streaming down her legs. Those are the memories that we're going to remember.
And
take with us.
Have you? I know you haven't seen it, but it's coming out on video next month. Coco, and that's a perfect example. That was one of the movies that kind of opened my eyes to not only do we need to remember, and that's the whole song, "Remember Me," is once you forget these people that have passed, they fade away, and we don't want that to happen. And not only that, but it makes you look at yourself. What am I doing to be remembered? What are these people going to remember
What is
about
your
me?
legacy?
Exactly. So it kind of makes you look within yourself as well. So I think you'll really enjoy that, and it goes right along with what you were saying. And we were talking about that this weekend. We have a cousin. My younger cousin is going into the Marines, and we were sitting around the table and laughing and enjoying each other's company and having all those memories that we will not forget, And we have had another cousin that passed too soon, and his sister, my cousin as well, said, I do my best to instill in her daughter, who's my goddaughter, who is only 3 years old, all the memories, because after her, who's going to keep on those memories? Who's going to, keep his memories alive? So those type of things, anything we can do, it is worth, sitting down that extra 30 minutes with them, as much time as you can spend with them, so you have those memories to reflect on.
Absolutely, because truly, that's, for me, I know that's what I treasure the most. It's not the things that I was given, but rather that time with people. And I try very hard to open my home and my heart to anyone who needs just a little extra love.
Well, a birthday that we failed to mention was Betty White is 96 today.
Oh my.
And
Lord.
she did an interview with Parade Magazine, and her quote made me think of you. Not the part about how she thinks hot dogs and vodka have probably kept her alive. But she says, enjoy life, accentuate the positive, not the negative. It sounds so trite, but a lot of people will pick out something to complain about rather than say, hey, that was great. It's not hard to find great stuff if you look.
Exactly. And we had an opportunity. I wasn't here last Friday because my best friend's son got married, and it was interesting, some of the conversations that we had, but my resounding theme throughout the whole experience was it may not warrant kindness, but show it and give it anyway. We don't, until we walk in someone else's shoes, we really can't understand what they're experiencing. And if we want, we can have that experience and remember all the negative things, and it be just an awful memory, or we can choose to reverse that, show kindness, and really focus on the things that were so beautiful. There were so many things that were so beautiful.
And we know it's not an easy thing to do.
Right.
I mean, even, Anita and myself and all of us who try to exude that positivity, you find yourself dwelling on the negative things sometimes. We're human. But I'm lucky to have a support system that likes to, hey, get out of that, snap out of it, and get back to where you normally are. We need those type of people in our lives. So definitely, I think it's a great point to bring up, Anita, that, what, you're not, like you said, make the memories.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Now, do you have a winner today?
We do. I want to thank our sponsor, Bare Naked Soap Co. I love being a part of them because they create the formula and make it happen. And this week's gift certificate winner is Laura Owens.
Ooh,
Congratulations,
Laura.
Laura will be giving you a call.
All right, that's right. And if you want to get entered to win a gift card from Bare Naked Soap Co. next week, just go to monstermediayuma.com. Click on Anita's WTF tab at the top of the page. It's a really quick entry form, and while you're there, do that, and then hop on over to Janice's Foodylicious page, where you can win a gift certificate from
251 Twisted Kitchen, and she's doing that drawing on Friday, so you still have a chance to win this week. If you get on in there with both of those contests, you can enter as many times as you like.
And don't forget, we are still taking entries until noon today for the Troubadour Experience Band, a George Strait tribute out at Kokopah on the 27th. Text the keyword WIN to 928-343-0993. You do have to be at least 21. We will see everyone tomorrow. Coming up on the show, we have Angelica Roldan with the City of Somerton. And Rick will be back from YPG talking about that 75th anniversary celebration coming up. It's quicker than you think. It's on February 3rd out at
And
Coxfield.
when we first had him on, I'm like, gosh, it seems like it's so far away, but it's what, like 2-3 weeks away?
The blink and it's here now.
I know, right?
We will be here with Today in Yuma tomorrow morning from 9 to 10. Now, coming up on Z93 after our show, it's the Bob and Sherry Show from 10 until noon. And then on Outlaw Country, it's your favorite classic country music. But we'll kick things off at the top of the hour with AP News so you can see what is happening in the world. This is Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. Thank you all who watch us on Facebook Live. Don't forget, go to our website, MonsterMediaYuma.com. You can still catch the day's show there if you missed it, or head on over to my Facebook page. This is Today in Yuma, KCYK Yuma, and KLJZ Yuma.
Bye,
Thank you,
ladies.
everyone.
Kids, don't be eating those pods.
Don't eat Tide
Ugh,
Pods. Go to Foodylicious and get recipes. Don't eat Tide Pods.
or grab a damn apple. Bye.